This is the Rebel Yell podcast, supported by MK Window Cleaning and Price Jones Electrical.
So, guys and girls, thank you. Welcome to the Rebel Yell CoffeeCast live here at Velo at the track at Worthing Leisure Centre. Thanks to Dave and Velo Coffee Company for having us around the place today. Yeah. So, and we've actually, I think we've got some fans. Are you fans? Have we fans?
Yeah,
no,
come on, let's have a big cheer. Come on, big cheer for yourselves.
Like us, yeah. No, thank you for turning up, because there is that time where we might think, are we actually doing this in front of no one tonight? And they sort of came in one by one. And it's a full house here, isn't it? Dave, you happy? Yeah. He's all right. But I know you're happier for one guy that's sat on this sofa and it hasn't Hinch, is it? Well, I mean, look, he's already blushing. But yeah, no, thanks to Velo at the track here and Velo Coffee Company for hosting us. Pinnacle for the t-shirts. Yeah, no, thanks, Bailey.
Not doing a wink to Bailey.
Yeah, I was pleased. It was cornered you on Eastbourne, wasn't it? On Boxing Day, wasn't it? That was it. But also our sponsors, MK Window Cleaning and Price Jones Electrical. So yeah, on the tables right now, guys, you see the leaflets. You've got the Worthing FC Sports Association, obviously the sports podcast, half-price membership at the moment. If you want to join, you're not a member here yet, scan the QR code on there. And you can join for half price for the rest of the season. We've got badges to pick up at the end if you do one. And Spencer is modelling. Who's that, guys and girls? Who could that be? Mackie. I mean, I've heard that he scares kids, that toy. I've heard only thing that a kid just gets scared and starts crying. But if you want one, it's £10 at the end of the night. So
they make good dog toys as well, apparently.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not been destroyed, though. No, it's good. It's held strong. Yeah, it's held strong. But, guys, we've got a nice little panel with us tonight. Yako, you want to start introducing people? What about the National League South's top scorer? Who could that be?
I think that might be somebody called Brad Dolaghan.
Brad Dolaghan, round of applause for Brad Dolaghan. Thank you.
Sponsored by Velo Coffee.
The love child there himself. There we go. And there's a man next to him who returned unceremoniously from York, and I got told off for doing an interview, didn't I, Jude? But I'll be quiet about that. Anyway, Adam Hinshelwood, welcome back to the Rebel Yell podcast. Your first live podcast, isn't it, I think? Yeah, because you left and we just decided to start going up in the world and doing live podcasts. So on the hot seat tonight, mate. So welcome to the madhouse that is live podcasting, and hopefully it goes right. We had more equipment than this last time, I think. Or is this that we've had for a little while?
I think last one was the first time we had the...
Yeah. So it was
professional setup.
It was about 18 months ago, I think, just before Christmas. All right. Christmas, 2024, so we came back, and thanks for those wanted it, and hopefully we'll have a good night tonight with everyone here. Right, on the sofa to the right, Spencer, who've we got?
Oh, we've got our Basque midfield maestro.
Well, what's his name?
I
don't know what his name is.
It's Odei!
Odei, yeah. And, I mean, in December, we had a retirement special, didn't we? Nicky and Aaron on here. And now we've got the A&E waiting room from Worthing Hospital. Elle, well, actually, she's out of the waiting room now, aren't you? Because you came back playing yesterday, so a round of applause for that, for Elle playing back on the pitch 45 minutes yesterday. Didn't turn the fortunes around, though, did you? Sorry, no. And you didn't get that goal you've been after for so long. I thought she might come back and return debut. And Bailey, who's still sitting there in the waiting room. Welcome, Bailey Smith.
Always.
But Elle, I have to say, were you nearly back in the waiting room after yesterday, weren't you? What happened?
Microphone.
Is this on?
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I got absolutely smashed, I can't lie. It was a bit late, it was actually a foul. Obviously, she didn't get a book, though, because that's just the refs in our league, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully it's just sort of an impact injury and I'll be okay.
Sounds like a bit of controversy that some Mr. Mark White likes to talk about referees. Are you going to get yourself a ban or something like that?
No.
Like, you're not talking about women drivers tonight, are you? That's it. You couldn't talk about them yourself, could you? Before you do that, and he gets himself banned. But guys, thank you for turning up and giving your time. Really appreciate it. Obviously, it's a football podcast, so we've got to talk a little bit about football. And there's an elephant in the room at the moment, isn't there?
There's no way to talk about it.
No. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Hinch. You all right? Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Oh, it's not working. There we go. I'll put it on. There you go. This is technology, mate. There you go. Should be working soon. But Hinch.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. Hinch. Welcome back. It's not been great since the beginning of the year, has it? So unfortunately, we haven't picked up a win yet. We could still win the playoff zone. So we're trying to say we're not sort of saying, because obviously these things happen. But how do you turn this around? Because obviously yourself, you're hurting. We can tell in your post-match interview the other day. We can tell that you really, it's hurting you. It's hurting the boys. How do you turn it? What do you do as a manager? Like, it must be a massive learning curve for you as sort of a part of your career.
Is this not working? But...
Yeah, we talk here. Yeah, everyone can hear him.
Everyone here, okay? Okay. Yeah. There we go. We're in. It's uncharted territory for a lot of us, including myself. Don't think even managing ourselves in the county league had a run like this where haven't been able to record a win. But the only way through it, I know, is to carry on working hard and just keep on leaving everything out there on the training pitch and getting to it. We had a good session today, analysed where we feel we can improve from Saturday, and just try to put it right in the next game. And we're obviously all hurting, but at the same time, these are the moments where sort of you find out about yourself. Talking about myself here, like I say, never experienced a run like this, so you find out about yourself. And one thing I know is that you don't get nowhere by just feeling sorry for yourself. You've got to put yourself out there, roll your sleeves up, and get on with it. And I'll say there seems a bit of a lack of confidence for whatever reason, but I don't think we're far away from turning the performances into results, good results again. It's the same group of players.
Is it the pressure? Because I think it's a different kind of pressure, but when you're chasing somebody to go to the number one spot, or being there and staying there.
I think the players will probably answer that, whether they felt the pressure of being top of the league or not. But as a coaching staff, you try to keep everything the same. So when you're winning games, or at the moment struggling to find a win, you try to keep everything the same, how you work the same. I think I was just as passionate on the side and getting infuriated with some of the decisions of the players, even when we were winning games. So I don't think that's ever sort of going to change. I got utmost belief in the group of players that we've got, and like I say, find out about ourselves. We're all together. We're working hard to try and put it right, and it's hurting, but we've been through worse times in my life than this. And one thing I know for sure is that you've got to stand up to these sort of moments and put yourself
the
out
encouraging thing is we're in games, aren't we? It's not like anyone's putting us away.
No, and I think as a manager or as a coach, if there's a common theme, say for instance, you're conceding from set pieces, then as a coach you've got to address that. And if it's playing out from the back, there was a point where we was conceding from throw-ins. So as a coach or management staff, you try to work on those things. At the moment, it just seems to be, things going against us, individual areas that, uncommon for the players, and there's only one way through it. You've got to keep on working, keep putting yourself out there. It's very easy in this moment for myself and players to sort of go and hide in. I think this podcast has come at a perfect time, really, because...
Oh, we got a compliment.
Yeah, no, it's all very well, isn't it? Being out there and putting yourself out there when things are winning, that's the easy part. But at the moment, it's tough, and we've all got to be counted and all got to put ourselves out there and work even harder. That's the only way I know for it. And the only thing I can say to everybody here is that the work rate from the players and how they conduct themselves from Monday to Friday is exquisite, and I'm just hoping that some of that can come out on a Saturday afternoon now.
I mean, we can see, from your interviews, you are hurting. You said it every week. You just seem to be, you can tell. But I think you personally told us before you don't look at social media anymore because it's horrible place, and people are very fickle to think where we were 5-10 years ago and where we are now, and they seem to forget that we're still in the playoff zones of the National League South. This time last year, Truro was 7th. And look what happened. They won the league. So, these things can change.
Long way to go.
Listen, no one knows more than me. I've been in Ishman South East with a team of Worthing going to Eastbourne Town away with a load of teenagers and got beat 2-0. So no one knows where the club's come from. But at the same time, I'm not one to say, look at where this club's come from. I think you've got to live in the here and now as well. The expectation of this football club is to get into the National League. So I know that as well. I'm not, there's lots of new supporters now. With an opinion, and that's how the club's gone. And I'm all about living in the here and now. And you can bark on about where the club's come from, but that's the past. Look at our fan base. Look at our stadium. We're all geared up for the National League. How we performed in the last few seasons at National League South. We're ready now to go into National League, and that's where we've got to be aiming to go. There's no hiding from that. Let's not dwell on where the club's come from and stuff like that. It's the here and now, and the here and now is to get into the National League. Yeah.
Well, I think we're all sitting in this room because we're Worthing fans. We're all behind you no matter what. So, I'm hoping Torquay, or hopefully Slough on Saturday, but Torquay, give them a go because they need to get beaten by us. I think, they're the bogey team that we seem to always get bloody frustrated about, don't we?
No, I think what better way to answer all our critics that are coming at the moment. And I'm not on social media, but at the same time, I know that what we'll be putting out there. I'm not stupid. I can hear the heckles from Hinshelwood out and stuff like that. And rightly so. I get it.
Really?
I get it.
Already?
I get it. It's part and parcel of this job.
Yeah.
And like I say, you find out about yourself in these difficult times. It's all very well, when you're winning games and relaying the fans and giving it the big and then. But I think you've got to be ready to take the criticism when it comes along, and certainly big enough and ugly enough to take that, and I totally get it. I totally understand it, and like I say, no one's going to work harder than me to try and put it right. And like you saying, I can see how it's hurting at the moment. I think that's because myself, Cam, and John are all local and know what the club means to us.
Of course.
We've got an affiliation with the club and knows how the supporters are feeling. So it probably hurts a little bit more.
Does that make it harder sometimes? Because you are local to, you could have come in, it could be a northerner or something like that, and come and manage a club and maybe haven't got the connections to the town. Would you say that's what? Would you
honestly think that is what's making it this run as a bit more difficult. We're all sort of fully invested and got a long history with the club, and no one wants to see the club be successful than us three. So. It is hurting at the moment, especially for Cam, because since he's been announced, he's come in.
Is he in his probation still?
He's feeling like a bit of a Jonah at the moment, but listen, he's wonderful. We got two unbelievable coaches in Cam and John, and one thing I know for sure is that no one's going to give more than us three to try and turn it around.
I'm missing the Meany match day post-match celebrations, really, because I think he needed a break from it, because I think he was going to do something to Seizure or do his backing by the way he celebrated. So it might.
I think no one's missing him more than John himself. To be honest with you. So we all.
I bet the players aren't, because he forces you to do them, doesn't he? Yeah, jump out. Yeah.
We can't wait for John to be doing that again, and you spoke about Bailey there. He would typify how hard everyone works. He's well ahead of schedule. He's gone above and beyond to see specialists to get back, local lads, and it's the hardest time for a footballer when you're injured. No one knows that more than me. Sick note myself, and had to retire at 26. So it's tough, and the dedication that he's coming in, he's showing, and he's there. He's travelling away with the lads and that, and that's what this group's all about. And no one more than us guys here can wait to see him out on the pitch and scoring goals again.
There you go. Well, I think thanks, Hinch, for being so honest. I think go round of applause. Yeah, and now we can stop and have a bit of fun. We won't talk about the women now, no. No, of course, no, we won't. No. It's not fair on you. It's not fair on you. We'll talk about it in a bit, but it's cool. But I think as we're in a coffee shop, Dave, where's Dave? There he is. Do you want to find out what their favourite coffees are? or hot drinks? Well, yeah, you can go around the whole room like a waiter. Hinge, what if you could have
Mine.
a coffee? If you were in Starbucks, like, what would you?
Starbucks.
What would you
Oh,
get? Yeah.
blimey.
Whoa.
I'm sure Dave said
Wash
he's
your
getting
mouth
everyone a
out
coffee
with
at the
that.
house.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah.
Nah, I think I'm extra shot latte for me, nice and basic.
There you
Just
go.
put the extra shot in there just to wake me up a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah. 6 weeks ago, I'd have been for nothing, but you know,
Yeah, not
triple price these days. I get it.
There we go. Brad, what about you? I imagine you're a protein shake type of boy, protein matcha latte type
hot
of thing,
chocolate.
Yeah, you're bang on hot chocolate.
Am I?
Chocolate.
Yeah, hot chocolate. I don't really drink coffee, so it'd be a hot chocolate.
You haven't got the taste for it yet, no? Yeah, no. There you go.
No, definitely not there yet.
Developing. And let's see. Let's change the mic over. Go on, Odei. You've got the mic in your hand. What are
I
you
get
saying?
cortado.
Cortado. That's very
Yeah, in
Spanish,
the
is
mornings.
it? Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Little cappuccino does the trick for me.
Just a little one.
A little one.
Just, that's
Baby
a flat
chino.
white, isn't it? Baby chino.
No, he likes the foam in the top. That's why it's a cappuccino.
Yeah. Bailey chino. Yeah, there you go.
Any iced coffee, to be honest.
coffee, there
yeah,
we go.
any iced.
Does anyone want a
Quite
coffee?
the range there.
Anyone want one? Yeah, go on. Yeah, Hinch wants one. Yeah, there you go. Extra shot. You'll be up through the night now, won't you? There we go. Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's do that.
Should we move to the waiting room? Odei, you're not yet. Not first because you're not injured at the moment, are you?
Odei's on the wrong sofa.
Odei's on the wrong sofa.
Touch wood.
Yeah, touch wood. Yeah, we don't want to jinx it. El, let's give you the mic, El, because obviously you made your Reed debut yesterday, first game of the season. So I guess firstly, let's just talk about what happened. I know we spoke on the first podcast of the season, but let's run it back. So pre-season. It feels a while ago now, doesn't it?
A very long time. Do you want me to say what actually happened?
Yeah, can say what happened. Does everyone know what happened to El? Some people don't know what happened to El.
Well,
they should know because they all listen to the
They all listen
podcast.
to the podcast, don't they? Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, just run it back. So, yeah.
I basically just went up for a header, and this other girl from the opposition essentially just shouldered me straight in the face. So I actually broke a bone in my face. It's called my orbital floor. And then I had to have surgery because then my eye muscle dropped into the break and stuff like that. So been a very long recovery, but better now. And then debut back again yesterday. So
And I think for those that don't know, there is video evidence of it not being an accidental header, is there? And
Yeah.
that's the thing that sort of I think hurt you the most, wasn't it? Because it was
Yeah.
like
Dunno
you
who
wasn't
she
even
is.
going for it. It's like
yeah,
what are you doing?
if we had a bit of beef, like obviously it's not excusable,
Yeah.
but
No.
there was none of that. I didn't actually know who she was, so
Yeah.
bit of an odd one to be honest. But
Yeah. So
it's it is.
what was your recovery process? So you obviously went for the scan. So just talk us through the process. What happened? And you got told you're not going to be playing football for a long time.
Yeah, obviously I left the game and like my dad took me to A&E, and then obviously started feeling worse and worse. Had scans and stuff like that, and then basically someone come in and said you're going to have surgery. Like this is the situation. So then just had multiple appointments and things like that building up to it, and then they booked me in for surgery, and then went and had surgery about 3 or so weeks later, and then obviously they said like you need to understand it's quite like a traumatic thing to happen, so you're going to have 4 months of doing absolutely nothing anyway, and then you can start trying to sort of see how to get back into it.
How did you deal with that? Because people say, I heard it yesterday on the radio, 3-time exercise a week is really good for your mental health. You get told to do absolutely nothing, and while you're training twice a week, play a match in the weekends, to do nothing. How was your mental health? How did you deal with it?
It's a bit of a hard one. Like, I'm not just saying this for the sake of saying it in front of people, but like me personally, I'm like, you just have to get on with it. Like, I can't change the situation I'm in. I can only sort of like help myself come out of it better, I guess. Obviously, in the 4-month period where I'm doing nothing, that's probably the most difficult because I think like lots of other factors come into it. Obviously, if you like look at yourself as an athlete and then you're doing nothing, like the mental side will come into it, that you just think you're being lazy even though you've literally been told you can't do anything. But obviously I just had to listen because I had to understand that it was quite a serious injury, and obviously I didn't want things then getting worse because I had like conversations and appointments building up to about sort of what would go in my face to like make the break and stuff, because I've got like mesh in my face now. So they did obviously say at one point, like if I had to have like a titanium plate and stuff, like you're not going to play football again. So things like that are quite scary, but obviously I couldn't do anything about the situation. So as much as it's hard mentally, I tried just not to dwell on it because that's the situation I'm in.
So how's that feel mentally and physically then coming back, actually going through that trauma of having that injury and then, you know, the surgery and things you've had to then the confidence of coming back and playing?
I don't know. I just have the same kind of attitude, if I'm honest, that like this is the situation I'm in. You just got to get on with it. Like I want to play football again, or want to continue playing football. And to be honest, like I just get in the mindset of like I want to do a header as soon as I'm back in the game, because then I think it just clears your mind straight away. Like you are fine, you're okay. I did have an appointment the Thursday before Sunday where they did like clear. It's all fine. Like there shouldn't be any more like trauma to worry about. But yeah, sort of just wanted to do a header to just get out of the way.
Being a non-player, as such, casual player. The thought of going in for that first kind of header or challenge.
Yeah, I did get a call from like JC to like basically say like obviously everyone understands if you are feeling like you're not sure, a bit worried, because it was a cup game, it was roll on, roll off. So he did sort of explain like there's no pressure if you sort of are playing and then you think, oh, feeling a bit anxious now, like or something like that. But I just wanted to get playing. Had too long out, to be honest.
But if you don't do it, I think if you keep not doing it, it will get harder and harder eventually.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I wanted to play football again and wanted to continue playing football. So just saying had to get out of the way. And like my dad, like he's a football guy, so like any time I was playing, even growing up, he would say like if you hesitate, you're going to put yourself in a worse situation. So I just had to go for it basically.
Well, I think it's been fair play to you because obviously you've been around the women's team throughout the season when we've been there, you've been at games. It must have been quite hard just to be sitting there from the sidelines. How do you keep yourself? I know you can't keep yourself physically fit, but how do you keep yourself sort of mentally fit? And like, what are you doing? Because obviously you don't do all that activity for such a long time.
Yeah. To be honest, I think it was just things like you're saying, like sort of still going to the games, still like I went to like every training session and things like that. I think it's just still being around, especially because it happened in pre-season. Like obviously, as you know, we have like essentially a completely new team. So I wanted people to know who I am, that I was here last season, and things like that. But that's all I could do.
Oh, look at the nice coffee for you. Wow, there we go.
But yeah, that's all I could do. But yeah, that's all I could do, just to be around training and things like that. Because then essentially it keeps your mind in a routine, I guess, that you might not be training, but you're still going to training. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair to you, I think it's been...
this doesn't really work for anyone listening, but...
It was just Brad getting his hot chocolate.
With a lot of whipped cream.
It's not a baby tune.
No, thank you. I'm ill to sleep.
There we go. Great service. I mean, I think it's, to be fair to you, it's been a testament because obviously we know from personally knowing you that the Keegan family hasn't had the best of times since the summer last year, has it? You obviously had the sort of horrible incident over New Year with your family in Worthing, with the house fire. Your dad wasn't very well last summer in hospital. So you really want to catch a break, don't you?
Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe need to book a holiday.
And then we've asked to hear.
Yeah. Now you've got the task to keep the team in the league as well. That would be could be one of those two. But yeah, I mean, how are you feeling getting back on that pitch? Was it must have been quite euphoric when you sort of put on that shirt for the first time this season?
Yeah, I had to take the label out of it. So,
you weren't wearing someone's seconds then? You actually had your own first shirt?
No,
then? Oh, that's good. Well done,
and there was, when we got some new players in, there was a bit of discussion that we might have to use up some of their shirt numbers. And as soon as I saw that message in the chat, I texted JC and said, no one is wearing my shirt. Use the other numbers first. Yeah. So, lucky for me, I got to take the label off it.
Well, I think we can all agree, guys, that, you've been so strong throughout this process. And I think everyone give you a round of applause here because it's just nice to be back on the pitch. And hopefully it will be good at the end of the season. But, at the end of the day, I'm just sure you're just glad to be back on the pitch anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
We normally do an icebreaker, but you've been on the podcast so much. So we're going to ask you what football team you support.
Oh, I support Liverpool.
Is that a booze? Is that a hiss? Is that a cheer? No.
Brilliant.
Hinch, I'm not even going to ask what you support. I don't want to know, to be fair. I don't want to know. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Elle, thank you so much.
Thanks,
Bailey, your turn, because you're now in the doctor's room.
Yeah, go on.
Sounds really weird, actually. Dr. James. No, that's weird, isn't it? So, I think we can agree, and I think a lot of people in the room that came to pre-season friendlies, you were one of the standout players. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. You played fantastic in pre-season. You seem to have really found your game. You seem to be playing well. You seem to be adapting to the team. And then the season starts and you never played. So, well, I mean, how did that feel? Because we were all sort of shocked. I mean, the manager at the time, Aggie, he's not here to answer that anymore. But it must have been quite hard for you because you thought you must say, what else can I do? Like, I've been playing my heart out on the pitch, and you scoring goals, you're getting into attacking positions. You seem to be a different player from when you were here the first time.
Yeah, it was slightly frustrating.
Yeah.
But
he's got to remember he's in front of Worthing management and players here.
Well, you just never know who's listening, do you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Aggie might be
Aggie
there.
Still listens to, I mean, we know Aggie looks on social media and gets a bit annoyed at social media, but I don't know if he'll be listening to this. But you know, you got your open mic now to say something.
I will
send
it to him.
Okay, said it. We're syncing the voice clip, but yeah. So what? How did that feel, mate?
No, it was frustrating. I think the reasoning was because obviously Brad just come back from West Ham.
Oh, it's Brad's fault then.
And Tem had a good season before, and you know it's big pressure going into the first game of the season. So I think he wanted to stick to what he sort of knew, and then we ended up getting a red card. So then we had to put a defender on, and then it just sort of had a spiral effect, to be honest.
Yeah. But that was the extended pre-season, yeah?
Say that again, sorry?
That was the extended pre-season.
Yeah, that went on for a while as well, yeah.
That's it. So then obviously Aggie left the club, and when was it, October now? September? October? When did you come back, Hinch? October, yeah. So obviously Hinch comes in, you start playing again. Well, and then what happens?
And then, the king returned, didn't he? You know what I mean? And then, after 7 minutes in Cheshire, and then ripped my hammy off. So, not ideal.
So that's a season-ending injury, really, is it? Or do you think you'll be back before?
I'm hoping I might be back before.
Yeah.
In the surgeon's protocol, it said 16 weeks. So that takes me up to another 5 or 6 weeks. Obviously, that's returning back to training. You got to remember, you got to be match fit, running up and down, because I do a fair bit of that. And then, you got to feel good in yourself as well. Yeah.
And what do you do to keep, I said to Elle, she couldn't do any sort of physical exercise. So what are you doing when you couldn't, obviously do any sort of activity like that? How are you keeping yourself active and stuff?
I've done quite a lot, to be fair, like swimming, cycling, loads of other bits and bobs, whether it's on the ropes, upper body sort of circuits. Only really had 2 weeks off at the start, managing the pain, and then I was like, right, good to go. 16 weeks starts now.
Yeah. Have you had it on your countdown clock at home or something like that?
I have, I must admit.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we said it to Elle, but getting injured, mental health for a footballer, mental health's very important nowadays to sort of talk about your feelings. How did you feel? You must have been so frustrated.
I was frustrated at first, definitely. First couple of days, raging, just why me? But then you just got to get over it. Like I said, it is 16 weeks. Countdown starts now.
Yeah.
Just do everything I can to get back.
And you say another 5-6 weeks, you reckon, hopefully?
That's what I'm hoping for.
Is that why you called Hinch the King? Because you're like, hello, I'm here.
Yeah. And I like the fact you said about the pre-season thing as well in front of him.
Remember me, I'm still here.
Yeah. But I mean, I think we were talking about this before, and it's in non-league, injuries. Odei, the reason why you're sitting on the A&A thing, you're not injured now, but obviously when you were here the first time at Worthing, you got injured, didn't you? And you had a crowd fund, didn't you? And where's the support for players at non-league? Because a lot of you have jobs, and you couldn't drive for a while, and do you think there needs to be more to be done to support non-league players in injury? Because obviously, luckily, you've got your family company to work for, but there'll be some players, couldn't do anything. Odei, you struggled, I know you did, and you had to crowdfund to get yourself injured, or we might not even be seeing you on the sofa again. So I mean, what do you guys think, being players yourself? Do you think there needs to be more done?
Well, I think you've got to maybe apply yourself as well. I was very good. I got private healthcare and stuff, so it's not anything too extortionate, and that's really helped me out through this. I know the club are looking to do some stuff next year, whether it's contribution from the players and the club. Who knows? I know they've got scans and stuff as well. So a few of the boys have been going to get scans to find out the extent of their injuries, which is really good. A great addition. So it saves the boys going and spending £400 or, coming out of someone else's pocket. So that's been a really nice touch. I think there's a bit of sponsorship involved, I don't know. But no, I think definitely going in the right direction.
But that's privately through the club though, is it? Do you think more the Football Association need to do more for this level of the game, especially the women's game as well? Because obviously, what step is it? Step 4 we're working at, and you think step 4 in English football, that's League 2, isn't it? And it's I know it's not that level, but there's not the support there, would you say, for the women's game, or?
I don't know. It's hard because I know everyone says obviously women's football's growing and stuff, but it's a little bit stuck at the top at the minute. So as much as you can look at it as the equivalent, and I do myself compared to men's League 2, it's just not there at the minute. So I don't know. It's a bit of a hard one. Like you said, there's like obviously private stuff you can do, but obviously you'll need to pay for that as well, and obviously that makes it a little bit harder for us because we don't actually get paid. So I don't know, it's a bit of a hard one, but I suppose that's kind of a risk you take playing a sport, that these things can happen.
Yeah. Well, Hinch, I was going to ask you, like, how do you prepare as a manager? Like, obviously you're going to get injuries throughout the season. You're going to have factor that into your training. Like, how do you actually prepare, like, when they do happen?
We're actually, I think we're quite good in terms of like looking after the players. We do like a second day recovery, so they don't do too much 2 days after a game, and we try to manage the players as best you can. But you know, unfortunately, it's part and parcel. You are going to get injuries throughout the season. I think the adapting to like when we get players on loan to training on a 3G surface every day as well. That does take a bit of adapting and getting used to. But yes, it's part and parcel of it. No one likes it, but I'm one that I felt I always got rushed back too early, so I'm very cautious. I listen to what Stretch and Ollie have got to say, and if they think someone's struggling, then I prefer to edge on the side of caution. I don't really like doing fitness tests on the day of the game. I think if you're fit on the Friday and you can train on the Friday, then you're available for the Saturday. And try to just edge on the side of caution as best you can. But at the same time, you want the best team that you can out there on the pitch. And like what you're saying there, like for the women's and the men's, really, I think we got a club down the road that's got unbelievable facilities. And I think these Premier League clubs, rather than having a closed book and close their doors off, I think they can do more to help. That's
interesting, yeah.
Have a bit more of a affiliation with local clubs. They've got all these facilities and they can't tell me that they're using them 24/7.
Never really thought about that, but you're so right.
Just open up the doors a little bit. They're obviously very, very well paid in the Premier League and got top of the range facilities, and it's right on our doorstep. I'm not saying that we should have Bailey going in at 9 o'clock and jumping in ahead of Pascal Gross or whatever, but I think that...
Why not?
Yeah.
Can Jack not scratch a few backs or something like that? I was
It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be like the old...
it should be like...
I think that these clubs should open their doors more to the local teams and have a bit more of an affiliation with them and help them out as much as they can. If someone needs a scan or to see a top, it's right there on the doorstep. Why couldn't they just pop in for 20 minutes and
100%.
Just do more to sort of help out the sort of local clubs, in my opinion?
Because they needed local grassroots clubs as well.
Yeah, definitely.
That's where their talent comes from. So pay back a bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's definitely more that can be done on that. But I think it's like the top demand in that, really. And to just sort of help us all out a little bit. But I think their thing will be where does that stop? You got Shoreham, you've got Selsey, you've got Worthing, all those players going to come under the Brighton umbrella. But we would facilitate a county league player coming in to see our physios if some of these county league clubs haven't got physio. So if they wanted to have, we could open our doors and let them come in and see our physios at times and stuff like that, and we could have just all worked together. And
that's interesting you say that, and we're nowhere near the levels of Brighton and stuff, and you'd happily see a county league player, but they can't support their
I mean, some of these county league clubs, I know myself from working there, you don't have a physio, and you have one that runs on with a sponge. And I remember carrying Omar off. He broke his leg and carried him off and chucked him in the back of my car and took him up to A&E. See his leg get manipulated back into place. So I've seen it myself at the county league level. So if there was a player there that wanted to, we'd open our doors and I'd get them in to see Stretch and Ollie, and they might have a bit more expertise than what they've got at their level. And I think that can be filtered all the way down. It's just an idea, but I think they just seem
into
such
the Prime
a
Minister, I think, is that right? They do a damn sight better job than the one in there.
Build a wall as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It'd be good. Yeah, no, it'd be good. It'd be good. No, that's an interesting point. I've never really thought about before. So really
We've
interesting.
got unbelievable facilities, and I just think we could do more. To help us out.
No, brilliant. Bailey, we didn't finish with you. Obviously, we had to ask what football team you support. So, what football team are you?
I must admit, I watch football.
You don't have. What about your family? Like,
they call themselves United fans, but he's
local,
never gone up there.
Worthing United. Yeah.
No,
I
follow Brighton closely,
Yeah,
and obviously I'm
Should be back now.
Worthing as well.
Yeah, there you go. Worthing as well. Yeah, he's a Worthing fan. Thank you, Bailey. Thank you very much. Thank you, mate. Right. Brad. Odei, I'll come to you in a minute, I promise. Enjoy your coffee. That's why I needed you to get a cortado, because you need to stay awake a bit longer. I mean, there you go. Brad, welcome. I think your number one fan there he is, sitting down there. Number one fan, sponsor. He's shaking his head now, but we know. Please, can I present his Player of the Month award, please?
He's sitting up there, well
He's
grounded.
sitting there high now. Top scorer in the National League South. Round of applause. Yeah, there you go. Very humble, mate. Very humble.
Season's not done yet.
Double by the end.
Well,
What is it, 20 now? 20 at the moment?
Yeah,
or is that 20 all
20 at the
competitions?
moment, yeah.
Is that just in the National League?
Just in National League, yeah.
There you go. What's it, all competitions, you know?
25.
There you go.
He's not counting.
He's not counting. He's got his tally.
323.
Yeah. So obviously you come back this season.
Yeah.
We spoke about it on the first podcast of the season, and it's great to have you back, and you grow and talked a little about your West Ham experience and your Aldershot experience. But one thing I wanted to touch on there, I don't really think touched on, like walking down Wembley as a FA Trophy winner.
Didn't play a minute. Went in the squad. So
But you were on the pitch after and everything like that. Was it the experience, or was it just? Did you feel like almost like it was quite hard because you didn't play those sort of minutes on the pitch, but you were with the squad and everything like that?
Yeah, I did play in the competition.
Yeah.
So I wanted a medal, which I've got at home on the mantelpiece, which my dad's fuming about. He still doesn't claim that I played at Wembley. Well, and I don't either.
No.
I think to get the full Wembley experience, I think Odei's played there. I think I didn't really do much. I did the warm-up quite poorly, actually. My shooting in the warm-up was abysmal. Bit nervous. But yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. But
Yeah, I'm just talking about like the whole experience. Obviously you will always have those what ifs and stuff like that. But to be surely as a footballer, even the thing to like be on the pitch at Wembley Stadium, home of English football, must have been quite a pinch me moment for you.
Yeah, 100%. To go up the steps and lift the trophy as well was brilliant. But would have been nice to play, and that's the aim really, to go in there and play.
But we got you playing for us now, and I think we're all quite happy that you're back playing for us, because you've got those goals in, haven't you? You've been scoring. Where do you think you found that form to sort of come back and be sort of 20 goals in the league now, 25 all season?
Well, it didn't come easy, really. I mean, I had a mixed start to the season. Was in and out of the team. Scored a couple. But I could have played a bit more. But I think just playing regularly, really. Last year, I didn't play at all. Played here and there. So then coming back in, wanted to keep playing, and didn't have that start of the season, but then got a run of games. And I feel like if I score one, I just get the confidence up, and then score 2, 3, then it sort of comes second nature again. And like I was when I was here the first time, I came in, played a couple games, and ended up scoring 7. So
yeah, not that many, eh? Not that many, eh? No, just 7. I know you said like before you left to go to West Ham, a lot of us were saying you had sort of inklings of that Mr. Pearce, who's now sort of smashing it again this season up at York.
Yep.
Hinch, can you please get him back? But you must have looked up to him when you obviously coming through the youth ranks and seeing him and what he's gone on and done. Do you still see a bit of yourself in Ollie, sort of, or Ollie in yourself, sort of thing like that?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, when you watch someone that closely for so long, I'm going to start trying to play like him as much as I can. And it's not a bad role model. Top goal scorer in the National League by a long way. It's not a bad place to be. And someone I'd aspire to be as well.
So what made you, let's take it all the way back, what made you want to become a footballer, like when you were a kid? Like what was it that sort of got into game? You always watched football? Was your family a footballing family and all that lot?
Massive Tottenham fans.
Okay, there we go, you answered that question. Is that a boo? And he's on to play for West Ham, so
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's a bit different when you play for them. But,
exactly.
Yeah, so a lot of years of hurt being a Spurs fan until the year just gone. So cheers, Dad. But yeah, I mean, I did play at the start, but I gave it up pretty quickly. I think Dad sort of got me back into it. I'm not really too sure. You'd have to tell me he's over there so he can chip in.
Where's Dad? There he is. There's Dad. Hello, Dad.
But then I started played with the local team. Dad was the manager. So, and then just carried on playing and ended up at Worthing. never really looked back, really.
And you know, compared to when you started at Wealthbury, you've seen how the club has grown, even when you came back at the beginning of the season. You know, what's the difference between like when you've trained as a youth all that time to then come in playing in the first team? You know, do you see massive differences? Is it what you always wanted? Could you see yourself playing for Worthing when you were a kid? Well, I guess that's the ultimate ambition, but we know not everyone's going to make it, are they?
Yeah, I think it was always something that I wanted to do, and always something you aspire to be a part of. But when I first went, it was Hinch actually manager when it was a grass pitch. Back in, I can't even remember, 2014 maybe. But yeah, it was always something I wanted to be a part of, being through the development centre, under 14s, 15s, 16s. Always want to be a part of the first team, but to be a part of it now is great, and especially where the club is now. It's in a lot better place than it was when I first started.
100%.
Have you got any pre-match rituals you do? Like put your left boot in first, then your right boot or whatever?
Nothing really too major, no, just sort of get on.
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate
before going. I don't think I'd go down too well. I think I might be on the toilet for it. But I'm always the first one in, yeah. I just like being early and get ready, make sure I'm all ready, no rushing, because I think if you're rushing, then put yourself under unnecessary pressure, really, before the game.
I reckon Brad's a good person to set that. So when we leave, we always hear the music pumping out of the dressing room. Who's in charge of the music?
Taylor's in charge of the music, yeah.
Bloody, of course he is.
Of course he is. What a silly question, eh? Who do you wish was in charge of the music? Probably the better question.
Taylor's all right, but Cookie, me and him share the similar sort of taste in music. Bailey's all right. Yeah, so you look at me. Bailey's all right, but Cookie, especially on a game day.
What we're talking?
Bit of instance is what I'd say. That's how I'd describe it. He should have been on the music when Taylor wasn't here on Saturday, but Raz went on it, and I can't say it was very good. But, yeah.
Was it much different, like preparing for, like, obviously I know you didn't play loads, but you know when you were in the Aldershot dressing room, stuff like that, how was the different sort of match day rituals, match day preparation for you? Is it very similar, or is it like different from each club you play at, would you say?
It's pretty much the same. I think when I was at West Ham, it was a lot different because you have to go the night before the game, you have to have pre-match together and everything's so much more professional in terms of that. But at Aldershot, I think Worthing's better in terms of the way we prepare for games. Is so much more professional at Worthing than it is at Aldershot, and Aldershot in the league above. So
might be us soon.
There's a glowing reference.
There you go. Yeah. It must have been quite a jump to go from playing in the sort of playoff final to playing in Hong Kong, like literally a few weeks later in that heat, humidity and heat. Like how was that? That must have been a bit of a like, oh my God, what's going on here type of moment. Yeah,
it was pretty mental. I went in like my first day at West Ham, like just see like loads of people you just see on the TV. So it was pretty surreal. But Hong Kong was amazing, and it was a great experience. That I managed to get twice as well. But just major difference in terms of like the way everything's run, the food you get, and the training, and especially the heat actually as well. Yeah. And Hong Kong was.
I mean, you've gone from having those like what was it? All these Isthmian League clubs with like sausage and mash and like curry and all that. Like, was it? Yeah. Where was it? Was it Brightlingsea where they bought the local curry house in? And there was it Carl Shilton with like all the Domino's pizza. I see Gareth, the assistant, going scurrying around with a box of pizza. Like he ran. Did you ever see that, Hinge, when we were out there? He went into the room, snuck one out, and then ran into the other room. It was quite funny, bless him. But Gareth, he's good though. But so you think the whole West Ham Aldershot it's made you grow as a player then? You know,
100%. More as a person, I think, than a player.
More resilient?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was a tough time. And you have to...
Well, I remember we spoke because you could tell by where you speak about it. It was like, it was a tough time for you. But I think you've always got to look at these things. You sometimes need to do things to make you grow as a person and a player. I guess that's what you could look back on in the future. Yeah,
agreed,
Yeah. So how many more goals you saying now?
I don't really like to set a target.
Betting tips?
But... I just want to keep playing well, and I just want to be playing well for the team as well. Yeah. I mean, if I don't score, I want someone else to score as well. I mean, Hinch might disagree with that. Because I think everyone thinks I just want to score, which is the case. But if someone else scores, it's not like I'm going to be angry about it.
And Dave wants as many adverts on the scoreboard as possible.
Just a quick one. You did a couple of months ago with Kirby, Location Football.
Yeah.
How did you find that?
Well, something that I didn't really want to do, personally. No offence, he's a nice guy, but it was something I didn't really want to do. I wanted to focus on the game. And, I won't name names, but I got stitched up with that, I think, to be honest. But it was all right.
Okay.
It was all right. Not too,
Well, Brad, thanks very much. Round of applause. No, thank you very much. Good to hear from you. Buenas noches. ¿Qué tal?
Buenas noches.
Here we go.
Duolingo.
Well, it works. I can know 3 words in Spanish. Dos cervezas. That's it. Anyway, I've done this to you before, and you just looked at me like I'm an idiot, like you're looking at me now. So I
Yeah,
try
so
not to speak Spanish,
imagine I'm come here
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
cool,
like,
mate, yeah.
oh, hello to beers.
Yeah. That's
Give me a sausage roll, mate.
That's so true. Yeah.
He's fluent, don't you?
Yeah, well, Odei, it's lovely to have you on here. I mean, I know you slid into the DM saying, when am I coming on the pod? But, you live up in London with this luxury lifestyle that Worthing can't compete with. But you stayed down today. What have you thought about your day in Worthing after training? Do you want
Really
to move
good. I spent a few already over here, so
Yeah.
I'm a Sussex boy already.
Yeah, Sussex boy. You're going to be moving down in the summer?
The
see,
gaffer
he's not
renewed my
real
contract,
Sussex,
yeah.
right? If he gets a new
Yeah.
contract, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So, welcome back to the pod. I mean, I think we all can say, and I think everyone in this room can agree, whenever you're on the pitch, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You literally play for the badge, and I think it's fantastic to say and see. But it must have hurt you, and I know it did with speaking to you off mic when you didn't re-sign for us for one reason or another back in 24-25. So, obviously, won't go into details, that's not fair on you or anyone around club, but, how did that feel as you as a player? Because we were all shocked. We thought you'd be one of the first people, and from what we understand from the old manager, you weren't meant to be one of the first people. So, take us back to then, and then we can talk about your sort of journey from there.
Yeah, I didn't expect it neither, but at the end of the day, you can't take things personal in life, and you gotta move on. My first, second, and third choice was staying at Worthing because I had the best time on the Hinge, and everyone in the club was amazing. The fans and the support they showed when I was playing, and then when I got injured with the crowdfunding, and not just with the crowdfunding, checking on me as well, how I was doing and stuff. It's something that it really touched my heart, and since I got here, I felt like a home and settled, and it's something quite unique and important for me as well. When you're away from your people, you need to feel so secure and loved, and that's what I felt since the day one I arrived. And not just that, I saw the ambition of the club to go places, and they didn't just say it, they did it, and they keep doing things to get promoted and to give us the best facilities to perform. And I've got everything I need and what I want in this club. So yeah, I'm really happy. And as you said, it wasn't my decision not staying here. But yeah, 4 months later, he realised his mistake and called me. So that's why I'm back.
Because you went to Hampton, Richmond, because we saw you there and you weren't playing that day, and we could see it in your face. You just wanted to be part of that squad. And while Spencer was demolishing his kebab, you were in between saying that you were looking forward to hopefully coming back one day. Because you said one day you'll be back, and it was 4 months later, as you said.
Yeah. I mean, I was a captain for Hampton, so obviously I didn't celebrate Worthing goals.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw so many familiar faces, and for me it was a bit of a, I don't know, weird feeling.
Bittersweet almost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm really grateful to Hampton because I was coming off an injury that took me 9 months out of the football pitch, and with all the rehab and stuff, they really helped me. They gave me the armband. I felt really welcome, and as I said, if I'm where I am now, it's because how well they treat me.
Yeah.
But it's true that Worthing felt like home, and that's a genuine feeling that I didn't have there.
So how did it come about then? You said, obviously you were the captain, so it must have been quite hard. I mean, you obviously jumped straight away to the chance to come in, but obviously being captain, they've given you that opportunity. Obviously, it must have been a bit bittersweet that way because you've been welcomed. So
taking a gamble on you coming back from injury, etc.
Yeah, as I said, since the first chat I had with the manager at the moment over there, and Julian, they were giving me something that I wanted in every sense. So I wanted to keep playing at least this level and keep feeling a footballer. So I went there, but then when I had this conversation with Hagi, Worthing was fighting for getting into the playoffs, and the situation was completely different to the one we had in the summer. So of course, I didn't hesitate a second about coming back to Worthing. For me, it was a no-brainer. And yeah, you gotta move on. So it's what I did.
Yeah, and we're glad to have you back. What's it now like being now? Because obviously when you were here the first time, it wasn't a full time, and you're one of the full time players. I understand. So what's it like being full time here now? Because it must be so refreshing that you obviously love the club, love to come back, but now you're doing what you want to do in your life as being a footballer and sort of professional footballer. So, what's it like this time?
Yeah, for me, it's literally a dream. And sometimes when you are a kid and you dream about being a footballer, I was one of them that I always had my feet into the ground, quite. So I didn't dream of being a Premier League footballer because I knew I was never going to achieve it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I knew I could be a professional footballer.
At a decent level, yeah.
Yeah. Getting that at a club like Worthing, for me, was amazing, and a feeling that will stick with me forever because I'm doing what I love at a place that I love and with people that I genuinely love. I made friends for life. Yeah. And yeah, it's not easy. It's a journey of 8 years getting to here. Really highs and lows. But as I said, the club, even when I came back last year, we were not full-time yet, but you could already see the progression that the club was making.
Yeah, we were getting there.
Yeah, in 6 months, the change was massive. And I was like, wow, the new big stand, the crowd, and I don't know, the new clubhouse, everything was going into places. So yeah, this year even more, and looks like it's going to keep improving. So
the professional journey, was that what was behind your moving from Spain? So, thinking if I go to England, then my chances are improved?
No. It was just football. I was finishing my politics degree. I was already working.
You could have another MP here as well. So you got Prime Minister Hinch, and MP assistant.
Yeah, I could assist.
Prime Minister. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, so I was working already doing analysis and advising for a political party in the Basque Country. Okay. I was quite happy there, if I'm honest. I was, having a good job, my friends, my family, good money as well. But my passion, and I had always a little voice in the back of my mind with English football. I was quite of a freak about it. I used to watch highlights in YouTube of Step 3 and Step 4 teams. Yeah. My mates were like, "You're right." Look at the crowds, mate. But yeah, I had few personal things that pulled the trigger, but one of them was one of my best friends. He got a cancer. He got really, really ill. And it was something crazy because we were just 21 years old, all of us together enjoying life. And I don't know, from one day to the other side, you see that you have just one life and you gotta make the most of it. And that's when I decided, I was like, yeah, I'm happy here, but this is my passion and this is what I want to achieve. So I came to UK. I didn't tell anything to my parents. I didn't tell anything to anyone because they wouldn't have let me do it.
Did you go on a weekend in London and you never gone back, basically? Yeah.
Well, funny enough, as soon as I arrived to London, Stansted, I arrived really late on the night. I didn't have much money in my pocket. But I was coming for a week sort of trial camp that they were doing for a few Spanish lads, and scouts of Step 3 and Step 4 teams were coming to watch. And I traveled 3 days before the camp was starting. So I decided to spend the first night in the airport so I could save a little bit of money before the camp started. And during the night, I got robbed by a Spanish guy.
Oh, Jesus.
So
at Stansted?
At Stansted, yeah. So I had to spend 3 nights at Stansted Airport, literally begging for money, sleeping in the disabled toilet,
bloody hell.
Drinking tap water. That set the tone to my career in UK because it couldn't get worse.
I love England.
Yeah, no, it couldn't get worse. It couldn't get worse. So, yeah.
Yeah, who needs George's story when you got Odei's story now? Do you know what I mean?
It's not a documentary coming out.
Actually, is there anyone from the documentary in this room right now? You've got gold here right now, I swear.
So yeah, that set the tone for my journey. And I was like, well, can't get any worse, so I'll just move from here.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I mean, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Yeah, I don't know. It takes a lot to shut me up, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It does, actually.
Yeah, I mean, Christ, man, like that's amazing. What a journey. But I mean, in Spain, like, how did that come about? Like your non-league sort of like knowing about the Step 3, Step 4 ambition and trial.
As I said, I didn't tell anything to anyone. Obviously,
How did
then
you
when
find out about it? Like, yeah.
So yeah, when a team came and wanted to sign me, obviously I had to call my mum and my dad, saying like, "Look, I've done this. I'm in UK now, and I've got a team that I want to play for." My mum, in the back of her head, she knew something was going on because she didn't really
Mother's
believe.
instinct sort of thing. Like
Yeah,
that, yeah.
she didn't really believe I was going into a soccer camp with kids as a coach. So she was like, "Look, if you're happy trying that, I will support you. There's nothing I can do because you already made your decision." But yeah, then when I play at Wembley, that's when most of people sort of find out that there was a Basque lad playing in non-league. So I love... Sorry? Yeah.
You never mention it.
Glad to do it. I didn't win it though, but at least make it. But yeah, that's when people almost like start to find out and ask more about non-league. And it's quite unique in the world what is going on in England. I think it's a national treasure, you said?
Yeah.
And
The pyramid.
no, honestly,
football
it's
pyramid
unique.
doesn't
And
exist.
I don't think many people realize how unique it is because in Spain, this doesn't happen. And people just support the big clubs from the area and they don't support their local club.
Because I mean, we're going to say like we're breaking records, getting 3,700 against Horsham, like Dorking. Even was it even more than that? Was it 3,007?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And you go to like. I mean, I went to a Getafe game recently, and you got like 10,000 there or something.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? That's
But even when I
La
started
Liga.
in a step 4, for me it was quite mind-blowing, going on a Tuesday night, 3 hours journey, and suddenly see the 20 fans singing, drinking beers, and it's like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Why are they doing For me, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it because, as I said, I come from a place where your parents, your uncle, maybe a couple of friends, they go to watch, and that's it. And it's pretty good standard level-wise, but yeah, there's no support in the way there's here, and for me it's unbelievable and something I really embrace.
Because what is the Spanish pyramid? You got La Liga, you got Liga 2, and then it goes to
and
regional,
then it
doesn't
starts to spread in different groups at the same level. As in UK, you've got just one group per league or level. In Spain, gets spread pretty quickly. So. In a step 4, you've got like...
I've
football,
followed Real Oviedo up from the very depths up to La Liga. And once you're down in the regional levels in Group 10 or something of regional football, it's really hard to get out.
Did you just feel you wouldn't have been able to make it as a footballer down there? Like, do you not feel the opportunity would have been there as much, in Spain? Because obviously you've got all these local clubs, but, was there better opportunity and better aspirations to come to the UK and come to England?
Yeah, it wasn't just the fact of being a pro footballer. As I said, when I was 18, I was playing for a League One club in their academy. We didn't have an under-21, so under-23 team, so you had to jump
What
straight
club
out.
was that?
Real Union.
Okay.
Unai Emery is the owner of the club.
Okay, yeah.
So
Just got that Unai, yeah.
But yeah, when I didn't, no one got the pro contract to the first team, obviously. But I quit football for 3 years and I went to uni. But as I said, if I came to UK, it wasn't just because of the fact that I wanted to be a pro. It was more to live the experience of playing. I don't know. Joan Luque was already playing here the previous year.
Yeah.
I came and he was playing at step 4, and I could see he was playing in front of 400, 500, 600 people. He was having songs in his name, scoring goals, playing the FA Cup. And I was like, wow, it's amazing. I want to be there.
Did you know him then from before, or did you meet in England?
No, we met in England, I didn't know him at all. I was just following him because he came to England through the same trial camp. I came the next season. But when I was doing some sort of research to come to UK, I found the trial camp and Luque.
Okay.
And I was following him as he was my friend. I was like, wow, he scored again. Wow. And then I got here and we became good friends.
Yeah.
So this whole journey, what you described us from coming here, sleeping in Stansted to where you are now, has it helped you grow as a footballer, more like as a person?
Yeah, as a person, 100%. As a footballer, I don't think I've improved much. Honestly, quite rubbish, but I work hard. But no, as a person, definitely. And it's a lesson I will take with me and in the future to my kids. And as a gaffer said today in the meeting, for example, you can't feel sorry for yourself. Sometimes you do. It's inevitable. It's a genuine emotion you feel when things don't go your way or you're trying your best and doesn't work out. Sometimes you do feel sorry for yourself, but you can't let that feeling get into your head for so long. You gotta roll your sleeves up. And I learned that lesson in the first place when I was in that toilet crying for the first few hours. I was like, why is this happening to me? I'm trying my best. I've done nothing wrong to no one. Why is this happening to me? Well, enough of feeling sorry for yourselves. Put your sleeves up and just get a team to stay here. And it's what I did, and it's what I've been doing for these 8 years to get this pro contract, and I'll keep doing it.
Well, I think that's an inspirational story. That's really good. Mate. Well done. That's amazing. Well done. Who is your football team? Who's your team that you support?
I support Sevilla.
Sevilla. Oh, okay. Yeah. What are they doing at the moment? Are they mid-table or sort of? No,
we had really bad few years. Yeah, we're struggling. Yeah.
Down in La Liga at the bottom.
In La Liga,
yeah. Frustrating time to be a fan.
Yeah, a lot.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, Odei, I mean, that is an amazing story. So thank you for opening up. And, I think everyone in this room will say what an inspiration you are. So if you didn't love him enough already, got to love the guy more now, haven't you? So there you go. Up the Worthing. There we go. Thank you.
Contact us for the film, right?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think we should get a cut of it, shouldn't we? So there we go. Just before we go on to Hinch and we talk about your career, stuff like that, I think we just want to talk about sort of little icebreakers we mentioned. So what's your go-to karaoke hit? What is your go-to karaoke hit? What would you sing if you got told to? I mean, footballers do these initiations, don't they? You when you come back, what song would you sing in front of all the players?
Dancing in the Dark, Bruce Springsteen.
There we go. There we go. Bailey?
Old choice.
I like a bit of Bublé.
Bublé.
Oh.
Have you got the voice?
By the way, he's got an unbelievable voice.
Really?
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. We went away when we play Jersey Bulls, right? When we play Jersey Bulls FA Cup away, Saturday after the game, we went for a meal, and some of the boys did initiation songs.
Yeah.
And I don't know, some of the boys I didn't have to do initiation songs, they were just trying to do it.
Yeah.
And Bailey stood up. He was like, "Yeah," and we're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
There he goes. And we thought it was going to be a joke. And honestly, the 10 first seconds when he started to sing, everyone was like, wow. And everyone got quiet listening to him as he was a pro singer.
So basically, if he doesn't come back from injury, Britain's Got Talent's got something next year then.
He's much better singing than football.
Give us a few bars.
He's a better singer than a footballer. There you go.
Anyway, next question.
El, come on. What's your go-to?
I don't know. For my last one, I sung "Baby" by Justin Bieber.
Oh, Christ almighty.
I was just trying to get the crowd going.
Do you want to do a little solo?
I'm going to pass.
No, you're going to pass on that one. Yeah. Have you done one this season? Because you kind of re-debuted. It's not really you know.
No, they don't actually. They don't actually.
Not done
do
it this
them.
season.
No, I haven't done one for this.
You need to get back in and make them do it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Brad, come on, mate. What's yours, mate? Come on, we got a.
Well, I had to do it at Jersey Bulls as well.
Yeah.
Mine was not as good as Bailey's, but California Girls, Katy Perry. That's my go-to.
I just never would have thought.
That's hit me left field. That has.
That's really. Yeah.
It's a song that sort of like from the under-18s days. Every time we had a big win, I'd be the one getting on the medical bed and singing it away at Kingstone, and I think I got up there. But it sort of is the go-to song.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Go on, Hinch. I know you don't have to do the initiation, but what would your go-to song be if you had to do one?
Probably like Oasis or Ed Sheeran, just
There you
play
go.
it safe.
Yeah, there you go.
The castle on the hill.
There you go. So, Ed Sheeran, you ain't got the hair of him, though, have you? No, it's not the ginger hair, ginger locks, but there you go. Hinch, while you got the mic, I don't really want to know what team you support, but for those that do, because I can't stand them, but I don't think many people can stand them in this room, but who is it?
No one likes us. We don't care. Third in the championship.
Yeah, it won't last, mate. It won't last.
Get to the Prem.
Yeah. All right.
No,
Well, the day they get in the Premier League, the day I
It's
stop watching
completely
football.
different contrast style. I don't like watching
Yeah.
them play, but
No.
it's your team, innit? So
Yeah, they're fair play to them.
They
You can't
just,
complain.
yeah.
They're doing something right,
two
aren't they?
banks of four.
They're doing something
Pressure it
right,
long,
yeah.
but yeah.
But yeah, I thought what we talk, we obviously get you on the pod every month. You great opening. You started off really great talking about the football and stuff that's going on at the moment. But I want to just talk to you about your years as a footballer and the retirement and how you got into management, because I don't think we've ever really touched on it, have we? Like we know you as a person, we've known you for a long time now. But I just sort of want to talk. You obviously made 100 appearances for Brighton. You managed to get to that, and then you went to Wickham, and that's when the sort of career curtailed for you. So, we've talked to the guys on the injury list over there, and what was it sort of for you like when you kind of must have known your playing days were starting to come to an end, like, and you sort of touched on maybe the modern day aspect of looking after players is a lot different from when you were playing as well.
No, yeah, I probably wasn't like looking at. Had so many operations on my knee, it was like you say, inevitable really. But I think when you're a player, you never think it's going to come. Like I'm playing for Wickham in League One, but still dreaming of being a Premiership footballer. Still thinking I want to get myself fit and have a good season, and that was sort of always my ambition and aim. And then all of a sudden, you go from being in a dressing room. With a load of lads having a bit of banter to then looking after your 8-month-old child. You got 3 kids. At 26, you got told you got to retire, and no income, no qualifications, and got to move out of your house and live with your mother-in-law. So not quite a day story, but it was a tough journey.
Was there a lot of pressure? Was there a lot of pressure on you becoming a footballer, or was it?
No, obviously,
because obviously it runs in the family.
Yeah, my granddad.
There's a few players with Hinshelwood's name in there. I think
granddad played for Chelsea, Fulham, Reading, and dad is like 4th record appearance holder at Palace. My uncle played for Palace, yet to retire early, but was a very good player. But no, I think it's just something that you got passion for, and like I said to my sons, I'd come and support them. There's no pressure on them. If they end up playing in the county league for Selsey, I'll still be there to support them because they're your sons. So there's no pressure on them to play at any kind of level. And I think that was the same for myself, really.
I think we've gone past the point of Jack in on loan, haven't we? I think he might be a little bit above that now. I don't think.
No, I don't think we want him after what I watched on Saturday.
Oh God, here we go.
Maybe in like 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years. Yeah, finish it. So you started, obviously, you retired, obviously. Am I right in saying you worked for the gas board? Or?
No, yeah. So I didn't have a job, and then sat home looking after like my 8-month. We moved into my mother-in-law. She had like a converted bungalow, so we was like in the loft there. Me, Trace, and 3 kids. I
mean, that must have been in itself, like, it must have been.
I think it's what she signed up for when she was married a professional footballer. Yeah. 2 years later, to be living back with her mum. But yeah, I'm not,
These things happen for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not
playing
the, sympathy card here or anything like that. It's life, isn't it? You've got to get on with it. And yeah, didn't have a job and got a job being the gas man on the local caravan park.
Oh, Silbay.
Which, Silbay, yeah. It was Bun Leisure at the time. But got shown the ropes and quite enjoyed it because it was like quite hard work lifting the old 47 gas bottles and off. And like my first day there, it was like a bank holiday. So all the holiday makers come down from London and stuff like that. And you have to drive round and see who needs a gas bottle. So I was meant to finish, I think, at 10 o'clock, and I'm still there at 1 o'clock in the morning going round. And it's like my first day. I didn't know if it was a test that my boss was putting different card in. So go to one and you open up and, there's a card there. They need a 47. So then you've got to go and drop it off at the caravan. And yeah, like 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm still going. I think this is a test. This is a test. You ain't finishing your shift until like all of them are done. And like I say, quite enjoyed it, but I knew that it wasn't my passion. And a similar time that I had to retire, my brother-in-law got made redundant, and we was like thinking about doing something together. And he was playing for Bognor with a player that was sitting. I can't remember his name.
No, I was saying Bognor.
Yeah. That club
green
down the road.
Yeah.
But his mate was selling like cleaning products. So he was driving over in the car, obviously talking about football all the way over. And then we're going talking like, say, you got to make some calls and to cleaning companies and try and sell them products and stuff like that. So we was going to do that. And then one day we just sort of like looked at each other and went, what the hell are we doing? Like, we've got no passion for selling cleaning products, and set up a soccer school called All Star Soccer, West Sussex. So we've done that and got got quite good, and just from there knew I had a passion for, you know, coaching and stuff like that, and then got a gig at Lancing College, then got into the academy at Brighton, and then at 28 got made salesy manager.
Yeah, how did the salesy thing come about? Like, you know,
just the sort of chairman sort of see me get into coaching and stuff like that, and offered me the job, and I thought, why not? Yeah, give it a go. Yeah. It's local. I was sort of going from Lancing College to Brighton, sort of had like 3 different tracksuits in the car, and you'd go, right, get that one off, go to Brighton, coach there, and then go and take Selsey.
Did you ever put the wrong one on by mistake?
Yeah, a few times. And we was in the county league at the time, and we was doing all right. I think it was about 3rd in the county prem. We had so I rushed to get to training, and there was 8 players that turned up for training because on a Thursday night in Portsmouth, there was a club called Tiger, which was unbelievable apparently on a Thursday night. So I realised all the players had gone there, and I literally turned up with 3rd in the league thinking like, this is my passion, and there's 8 players for training. And very quickly said that, knocked that on the head and just said, look, it's not for me. And then, you know, got the call from Morty to come and manage, and met him on, I think it was Christmas Eve actually, in Marks and Spencer's in Worthing.
There you go. All the places.
Got the job, and first game was Burgess away on Boxing Day, which got beaten. And then, just kicked on from there. Didn't have no coaching badges when I was retired at 26, so I had to do all them. And my 2 years working with Brighton youth team allowed me to do my A licence. Got Brighton to fund that for me, which was nice. Managed to get all my coaching badges through them, and had worked with some unbelievable players and some unbelievable coaches whilst I was at Brighton, but knew that sort of development football as such wasn't for me. Had a very, very heavy defeat one day against Chelsea, which, you know, still scars you a little bit, but you learn from all these lessons, and then just work my way up through the pyramid again, and lucky enough to now be working at a club I love on a full-time basis.
Good to hear. So coaching never crossed your mind at all when you were playing, thinking, you know, that plan, you know, obviously not when you're 26, but you're thinking one day when I finish, you know, that's what I want to do.
No, I think, like, looking back, I was just so, like, naive, really. I was just so focused on being a player, and, you know, I was lucky enough to get in an under-21 squad with England. They needed a water boy, I think, and I volunteered to go to Azerbaijan, and I don't think none of the top players wanted to go, but I said, pick me. But yeah, it was an unbelievable experience. So managed to get that experience. Never actually got to feature for them, but I think from them it was just always about playing as the highest level I can. And like I say, when you're young and that, you don't sort of think about anything else apart from having a desire to play the highest level you can. And really, with all the injuries I had, I should have been then focusing on getting coaching badges and stuff like that. Like, I think Jack's already doing his B licence now because sort of encouraging him to get something behind him. Like if he's has to retire at all, then you can go and work in an academy with a B licence. So be able to still go in and stay involved in the game.
Well, you're always good on the podcast and good on your sort of match day interviews and pre-match interviews. You've got a thing, but good behind the mic. Have you ever thought about getting into punditry or anything? Like maybe when you'd obviously left York, was there any opportunity to go on like some of the sort of DAZN broadcasts or anything like that? Or did anything come in, or did it cross your mind?
I actually done. I was when Brighton got promoted from League One to the Championship. I was like the summariser.
Oh, what, on Sky?
No, with BBC Sussex.
BBC. Okay, yeah.
So they'd pick me up and then I would do the summarising. But I think I mumbled too much. I think the days more better speaking English than me. So I did really enjoy it. Like I look at it from again a tactical point of view. Like look at what the manager was doing, and I was looking like players that I remember going to Plymouth away, and I thought, I like that player from that team, and more often than not, the players that I sort of highlighted from the opposition, Brighton went and signed in the summer. So I thought, blimey, must have a bit of an eye for something there. And yeah, I really liked the tactical side and speaking about the tactics and, you know, what the manager was doing and stuff like that. So yeah, I really did enjoy that. But, you know, just doesn't give you the same buzz as being a manager.
I mean, if the opportunity came up now, obviously your manager Worthing, but obviously sometimes we won't be playing, or like, you know, the game might not be on, and say someone came in, would you consider going, like, is summarising again for Sussex, or like, you know, DAZN or TNT, whoever it might be? Because it must be quite fun to do as a different sort of aspect of your job, because you can see it from the manager's point of view, as you say, to summarise and everything like that. So it must be a nice little string to the bow.
Yeah,
almost.
definitely would do it. You know, just try to watch as much football as you can, and would love to do it one day. I think those opportunities ain't come, like I say. But,
you're a little bit busy at the moment, though.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, really focused. But sometimes it's a nice distraction to get away, like say, do a different thing and see things from the game and the sport from a different perspective and stuff. So it was quite a nice role.
Well, I wanted to talk about, I think, one thing, we've spoken to you off mic before about it, but obviously you have got a certain son that's, he might not have done great at the weekend, but he's done pretty well for himself, representing.
I'm glad
your
you
family,
brought up that I actually played over 100 games for Brighton, because he actually hasn't played them yet, and all I know now is son of.
Son of, not the 100 apps for Brighton.
That's it. So you're the dad of Jack Hinshelwood, aren't you? Yeah.
You got kids running over. Can I have a selfie? And it's like, oh no, not
I
you.
think until he plays more games for the club than me, then he should be still, you know, the son of, really, shouldn't he? Not on the dad of, but obviously.
I mean, I remember him the COVID years, and you know, you, him, and Cam did the Futures Bright Marathon, raising the money, and he was so young then. You think, oh, there's Hinch's son, and you know, look what he's gone and broken into the team. It must be, and I mean, I'll talk about it in a minute, but you know, that being a first team squad player for Brighton and Hove Albion, which is obviously a club you played for, got a lot of, you know, love for, it must make you and Tracy really proud.
Yeah, of course it does. But you know, lots gets made of Jack, and got his shirts around the house, and I've also got 4 other kids that I'm very proud of as well, and I think that don't get mentioned enough. And
I was going to say, Teddy's looked like he's going to be could be a future star as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know about that. He's doing all right. But,
no pressure.
No, yeah, obviously we're extremely proud of all the kids and what they achieved. Like the girls are into their cheerleading as well, and you know, do that at a really competitive level as well. And you know, Teddy's doing all right. But yeah, I have a son that's playing in the Premier League. You're obviously enormously proud of him, and you know, I've got to nip round his house after this and give him a bit of talk to his performance on Saturday.
Dad or the manager mode?
Dad and
manager
kind of
mode,
manager sort of mode. He come up in a bit of the analysis with the lads today, so got to go and have that conversation, honest chat with him, and I don't think it does any harm. But
does he like that though? Does he find it, go away?
Probably
Dad?
not. Yeah, no, probably be like, go away, Dad. But you know, ultimately, I think it's best to be honest with people. Even more so your son. I think it's very easy to, you know, pat him on the back and say well done for where you got to. But ultimately, if he wants to stay there and keep on kicking on his career, then if there's something that needs to be said to him, then I feel like you've got to have that honest conversation with him.
Obviously, Jack was in the squad on Euro 25 on the 21s. I know you went. How was it for you?
Unbelievable experience. Yeah, obviously, you know, we are you know, patriotic. We love watching England play. We'll be getting together as a family to watch all the England matches in the World Cup in the summer, and yeah, to see your son sort of representing and, you know, singing the national anthem is unbelievable. And you know, the good thing about Bratislava is that you can watch the game with a nice big pint of beer, and you know, it was off season, so I thoroughly enjoyed that. You know, so yeah, got a bit too merry and enjoyed the celebrations a bit. But there was a story behind that as well. There was like, as soon as I turn up there's like 2 sort of like vloggers or something, young lads sat behind me, and like they were sort of like slaughtering Jack when I turned up. Sort of saying, oh, I really like that Hutchinson. I'm not sure about that Hinshelwood. He's the weak link. And heard them say that, and like I've just turned up with all my kids. And I'm thinking like, don't say nothing. So
they were all wearing his shirt as well.
Yeah,
they
I wasn't. They was all wearing his shirts and that, all the kids and stuff. So I'm thinking like, just bite your tongue. It's part and parcel of football, but it was more a case of me sort of like just dancing to stop them vlogging, and they ended up putting it all on social media. But it's more like two fingers up at them really to say, there you go, he didn't do too bad there playing out of position.
Winning the thing.
Winning the Euros, yeah. So had his first child, so missed the first game.
Yeah, Grandad Hinch right now.
Yeah. So, I know, so don't look old enough. But,
21 again.
No, but yes, he missed the first game and then went on to play. Played centre mid and then got put in at left back and stayed in the team at left back. So, yeah.
And there's that lovely photo of you, like the kids and him on the pitch, and Tracy, like the kids wearing the shirt, and you standing like a proper proud dad. So it must be a bit of a goosebumps moment to see, your son wearing the England badge with a trophy in his hand.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, like we're not renowned for winning too much as a nation, especially when it comes to the men's side of the game. Obviously, the women's got more successful lately, but to see one of your loved ones with that trophy and medal around their neck, and to be there to celebrate it was an unbelievable experience.
And then you'll be there when he makes his full England debut as well.
It's got a long way to go. Obviously it will be, but that like I say, like all players, we aspire to play as high as we can, and that should be an aspiration that he's got. But obviously, there's lots of other top players in the country that are going to want that opportunity as well.
Yeah, well, fascinating insight, Hinch. So thank you very much for that, and really good to hear about a bit more about you outside of the Worthing sort of badge and off the interviews and stuff. It's nice to hear. So yeah, great to see the family doing well, and hopefully you'll be adding to that silverware at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean that is still the target. I think we're on a very bad run, but if we'd have taken this position that we're in now, 14 games to go and a semi-final. Would have taken this when we first come into the club in October, and it's an exciting time, and I want the players to be excited. The skipper said today he's excited for this time in the club's history, and we know we've got to perform better. Our fans, our expectations are to be better, but it's an exciting time, and we're really looking forward to it.
Well, thanks, Hinch. Guys, do you think it's a bit of time for some Stroop waffling?
Stroop waffling.
He's got them there. Does anyone want a Stroop waffle?
Because
there's a feature that we love doing on this podcast. I think it's Jack likes a little bit of
Me get delivery like a G. See, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mines every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib.
The Dutch waffles. Yeah, he's looking at the Dutch waffle.
Should we explain?
Anyway, street waffle. Does everyone know what a street waffle? Do everyone know what a street waffle is? You know what a street waffle is? You can have a street waffle.
You know
have a street waffle. Have you had one, Bailey? Street waffle? Yeah. Who wants a street waffle?
Ideally, you want it on a cup of coffee, but
you had his coffee tonight.
You put it on the top of your coffee and it softens up.
They're really good. Anyway, Jackie. So, if those that listen to podcasts, we know Jack likes to have a bit of grub at a football ground, don't you?
Some Dutch cuisine.
What was Saturday's grub like?
Oh, fantastic, mate.
Did anyone have any food on Saturday's game?
It was really good.
Good. What was it you had?
Oh, I had Hunter's chicken wrap with chips, and it was really good. No, actually, that was really good. And what they did was quite good. They had all little show plates of what they did food-wise. Oh my! And it was freshly made. Oh, it was amazing. Tenner, but well worth the tenner. Yeah, it was really good.
Because we always say, like Spencer, we joked about it when we talked to Odei. You loved Hampton's food. You absolutely loved Hampton's food.
Great. They've got their own kebabs at Hampton.
And a pizza van.
You can't go wrong in a pizza van.
You wouldn't really, would you, on a match day? No. It's quite good. Has anyone got any favourites here, like on a match day that stands out? That you can think anything that stands out from a match day? You must have eaten. No.
Oh,
No one's
actually,
eating.
I quite like the vegan pasty. At work. Yeah, at work.
What in the woke is that? Woke nonsense.
No, because the filling is really nice. It's like a curry. It's really good.
Yeah.
Large lagers at Bratislava.
There we go.
It's the golden pheasant beer. It's Zlatty something or other.
Yeah.
That's
lovely.
That's why I'm going to France on Friday to watch some football, because you can have beer or wine when you watch the football.
Wine,
Beer
that's so
and
French.
wine.
That's so
The same
French.
glass.
That's so
Same
French.
glass.
No, 2 different glasses, but it's quite fun.
What would you say? Like, Worthing's food's changed now after matches, haven't they? It's a lot more. It's not like the sausage and pasties and pasta dish anymore. It's like they got some like little pot of something in it or something like that.
The food that we have like day to day is lovely. But yeah, after game it's more just like chicken and chips, and
Bit of naughtiness.
It's It's best time to sort of eat that sort of stuff.
Go on, Brad. What was your sort of favourite post-match meal or something you'd have?
I don't know, really.
Hot chocolate.
No, hot chocolate after the game. Yeah, I don't really have just anything. Like, I love chocolate, sweets. Like, I just eat loads after a game.
Yeah, I'm sure you've earned the calories to burn it off on that game, haven't you?
Yeah, I feel like I have. Yeah, so that's sort of like the evening is stick a film on, stick a series on, just eat chocolate, sweets until I feel sick, and then that's sort of it.
It's good. There you go. How about our injured list? El, you got the mic. What's I know you haven't been playing.
I feel Odei's been hard done by him. It keeps being referred to as the injured list.
No, yeah, he's been done. What? Yeah, I mean, it varies, doesn't it, in the women's game at some of the matches? Like, what's some of the favourite post-match meals you've had? Because it does. We've seen it. I mean, since Anne Jamaica stopped coming, they don't have all those. They used to do all those pastas and everything.
It used to be a
didn't
pasta bake every game, wasn't it?
It used to be pasta, and I actually preferred that. I don't know if I can say that. But
what, to now?
Yeah, now we just have a chicken wrap. That's
go.
what we get. That is it.
Guys, what about you two, Odei? Have you ever had a favourite meal after a match, away ground or something like
that? When we played Salisbury this year, it was really good. Stay with me.
What was it?
So rice, curry, chicken.
They still do the curry then,
That's good.
Yeah, it was really good. I congratulate the chef. So
Bailey, what about you, mate?
Anything. I do like my grub. I love anything. Favourite? Did you have the ones this weekend? The mince? Yeah, not for me.
There you go.
You needed a straw, put it that way.
There you go. Yeah. Where's the other favourite feature? Spencer's Meal Deal.
This is a banging tune.
Has anyone heard this song? Have you heard this song? Eurovision.
It's not AI was invented for.
Yeah, it's all made through AI. Meal deals. Meal deals. We've got to ask you guys if you're on the thing. So, Odei, the Tesco meal deal. You must have had a Tesco meal deal.
I don't know when was the last time I had a meal deal anywhere. I'm so sorry. I love England.
Well, you're not fully English until you got a meal deal, mate.
I had a few, but long time I didn't. I can't really trust it, if I'm honest.
Can't trust it, no.
Yeah, I prefer to cook my own meals. But the last one I had at Tesco, I had 2 boiled eggs as a snack.
Big protein. There we go, the protein. There.
I've always wondered who has the boiled eggs. I know now.
Yeah, Odei. If you don't see any on the shelf, Odei's been in the shop.
I had 2 boiled eggs. Bailey loved my breath after that.
Yeah, I bet. Gorgeous.
Then I had the chicken Caesar wrap. And then water.
Spencer, how do you rate that? How do you rate that?
About 2.
Oh.
I take it.
Oh. Go on, El. Come on. When's the last time you had a meal deal?
From Tesco?
No, could be anywhere. Co-op.
I like an M&S.
I'm sure you do. High maintenance
it's like a
and all that.
chicken and tomato, like pasta pot thing. That's what I'd go to.
Are you veggie?
No. I just said chicken.
Oh, I thought you said tomato. Sorry, I didn't hear that. I need hearing aid and glasses now.
Yeah, probably that. Or
what was a drink?
If it's like Tesco, I feel like you've got to get your money worth. So like get a coffee, like Starbucks little coffee, or like a smoothie.
Smoothie's the money worth option.
Yeah.
Smoothie's worth more than the deal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on, Bailey. You love your food, you said, so.
I do. I got a little premium number. Tesco's.
Oh, he goes up, he upgrades.
It does a little bit. A couple quid.
He's a fiver, the finest range.
Like a steak and mustard little number. I'll just go for a bit of mango and water. Not really a fizzy drink, man.
They're a bit boring on the drinks, though, aren't they? Not your smoothies, are they, to be fair, Spence?
The smoothie's the money worth option.
Yeah. Come, Brad. Come on, what's your meal deal?
Not had one for a while, but it would have been from the Co-op. Full English sandwich.
Full English, yeah.
It would be like ready salted hula hoops or chicken poppers, and then for the drink it'd be Oasis, don't mind which flavour, or the pink zero sugar Lucozade.
Yeah, he's salivating here. He's liking that one.
I've had the pink Lucozade on the way.
You like that one? Yeah, no. Go on, Gaffer. Last but not least, what is your meal deal?
Chicken salad sandwich. We're going Tesco's.
Tesco, yeah.
Chicken salad sandwich, 12, but it's got to be an extra. Got a little bit extra in there.
Extra length,
and red original Lucozade. That is my my match day drink that I have to have on the day of a match. For some reason, it's always been that way.
Yeah.
A red original Lucozade, ill juice. You have it when you're ill, didn't you? The old original one. So a bit of ill juice before a game, I don't know why, that's always stuck with me.
What was that about when you were ill in the old days? You just get given a bottle of Lucozade.
Yeah, exactly, the old ill juice.
And a pint of Guinness, wasn't it? Kept the doctor away.
The bottle. Oh, yeah. These, I remember that, all day, these guys.
Yeah.
That's the
And Spence, what's your latest meal deal? Have you had one recently? You've just been down spoons most weekends, haven't you? That's it.
Yeah, my standard is, as a Co-op meal deal.
Bacon sandwich. Bacon-based
sandwich. Just this Cornish pasty, which is a bargain to get on a meal deal.
Yeah.
And then...
You had a Cornish pasty, Odei? Cornish pasty.
A what?
A Cornish pasty. Never had a Cornish pasty.
Oh.
They have them behind the bar, I think, at Worthing. I think they do so. Yeah, you need to go and ask the ladies to save you a Cornish pasty.
Yeah, they do very nice Cornish pasty.
Yeah.
Maybe after the game this Saturday, I would try it.
Yeah.
Very good.
The vegan. Oh, so you agree with?
They're banging, aren't they?
Decent.
Woke nonsense.
The pastry's not nice, but the filling.
It's a bit spice to it as well, isn't it? Oh,
yeah.
Got no time for that.
No.
I think they found the new MasterChef presenter.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Greg Wallace over there. Yucko, have you had a meal deal lately?
Don't associate with that person, please.
He's been doing Valentine's things. Have you seen? He's been doing Valentine's videos on Cameo, and they're the most cringeworthy things I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Is that thing? Anything you save it for the ground, really, don't you? You normally just wait for the ground.
No, I like a meal deal when I go to work. I like the brie, bacon, and chili from Sainsbury's. Chili jam, a Yorkie, and a can of Red Bull.
Big one though, the biggest one.
No,
you just get the small one.
Yeah,
you got to maximise it with the bigger one, haven't you?
Yeah, but no, they're not really good for me. So I think if I have a smaller one, it's better.
Yeah. No, there you go. It's not. Yeah, it's all the sugars like that. There you go. Yeah,
the sugary Red Bull drink and the Yorkie's really good.
There's nothing wrong with the Yorkie.
The extra one. You always wind me up saying I like my Coronation Chicken one. You think, why am I getting that? You always like, why are you getting that? Or a prawn sandwich?
I always think of Coronation Chicken sandwiches being a bit of an old school choice.
It's a good choice though. And I do agree with Odei. I like the eggs though. Sometimes, probably not the person sitting next to me like you say. You like the eggs, but there. And you got to be a big sugar-free Red Bull. Keep you awake.
Small one.
Get ready. Is that what you got then, mate? Anyway, on that note, guys, thank you very much, Velo Coffee Company, for hosting us here tonight. Pinnacle for the T-shirts, MK Window Cleaning, and Price Jones Electrical. Thank you to the audience. Thank you very much for coming and supporting us. Hope you enjoyed it. Just remember to follow us on our social media at Rebel Yell Podcast. At Rebel Yell Pod. It's changed now, and we have got our half-price membership offer. If anyone wants to sign up, the QR codes are on the table. Half price for the rest of the season. But thank you, and we'll see you for the next month. And good luck to the team. Thanks for our guest tonight, and up the Rebels.
Up the Rebels.